Hey there, food lovers! Ready for another delightful treat that'll have your taste buds dancing? We created the most fabulous pumpkin cheesecake ever. Want to know how a pumpkin and a cheesecake can come together? Grab your aprons, preheat your ovens, and let's get started. Before we dive in, let's ensure we have everything necessary to create the ultimate pumpkin cheesecake. Preparation is critical to a smooth baking experience, so gather your ingredients and tools beforehand. First, the essentials. Pure pumpkin puree. Remember, it's not pumpkin pie filling. This ensures a rich and authentic pumpkin flavor. Full-fat cream cheese for that luxurious melt-in-your-mouth texture. Granulated sugar to sweeten our cheesecake to perfection. Brown sugar. It adds a more profound caramel-like sweetness. Eggs. These help bind the ingredients and create a smooth, creamy texture. Sour cream. It adds a slight tang and extra creaminess. Vanilla extract, so that all the flavors in our cheesecake are enhanced. Spices. Cinnamon, nutmeg, and a pinch of allspice elevate the pumpkin flavor. Graham crackers for our crust, so get ready to crush. Unsalted butter to bind our graham cracker crust. A touch of salt balances the sweetness. Now it's onto the tools. A springform pan. This allows for easy removal of the cheesecake. A food processor, perfect for crushing graham crackers and mixing ingredients. Mixing bowls, different sizes for various stages of the recipe. Measuring cups and spoons. Precision is crucial in baking. A hand mixer or stand mixer to achieve a smooth, lump-free batter. A spatula for scraping down the sides of the bowl. Parchment paper to line the bottom of your springform pan. Aluminum foil. Wrap the outside of the pan to prevent water from seeping in during the water bath. A roasting pan. For the water bath, ensure baking is even. With these ingredients and tools at your fingertips, you're all set to create a pumpkin cheesecake that's sure to impress. For our cheesecake, we're going classic with a graham cracker crust. But hold on, we're adding a twist. A cinnamon pinch and a nutmeg dash will take this crust from basic to booming. Grab your trusty food processor and pulse those graham crackers until they're finely ground. Add in the melted butter, sugar, cinnamon, and nutmeg, and pulse again until it's all combined. Press this mixture into the bottom of your springform pan. Make sure it's nice and even, then pre-bake that crust for about 10 minutes. This will ensure a crispy, golden brown base for our creamy filling. Get that oven preheating. We're almost ready to bake. Now for the good stuff, the filling. This is where the magic happens, transforming simple ingredients into a luscious, velvety dream. In a large bowl, beat the cream cheese and sugar until light and fluffy. This step is crucial because it sets the foundation for the entire filling. The sugar dissolves into the cream cheese, creating a smooth base for all the other flavors. We're talking cloud-like consistency here, people. You want it to be so airy that it almost feels like you're whipping up a batch of clouds. This texture is what makes the filling so irresistible. A stand mixer is handy here, but a hand mixer will do the trick too. The key is to mix it long enough to achieve that perfect fluffiness without overdoing it. Overmixing can lead to a dense filling, which we don't want. Once your cream cheese mixture is light and airy, beat in your eggs one at a time. Remember, don't overmix. Each egg should be fully incorporated before adding the next. This ensures a smooth, cohesive mixture that will bake evenly. We want a smooth, creamy filling, not a bubbly mess. Overmixing can introduce too much air, which can cause the filling to crack during baking. Gentle and steady wins the race here. Now it's time to add our pumpkin puree, vanilla extract, and warming spices. Cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, and a pinch of cloves. These spices give the filling its signature fall flavor, making it perfect for the season. Mix everything until it's just combined. You don't want to overmix at this stage either. The goal is to blend the flavors without deflating the airy texture we've worked so hard to achieve. Remember, we're going for smooth sailing here, not choppy waters. A gentle hand ensures the filling remains silky and soft, ready to be poured into your crust and baked to perfection. This is the moment where all your careful preparation pays off, resulting in a dessert that's as beautiful as it is delicious. Let's talk spices, my friends. We're using a blend of cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, and cloves for that warm, comforting pumpkin spice flavor. But don't be afraid to get creative. Want a little extra kick? Add a pinch of ground cardamom or allspice. Are you feeling adventurous? A dash of cayenne pepper will add a surprising touch of heat. Remember, this is your cheesecake, so make it your own. Now that our filling is bursting with flavor, it's time to pour it into our pre-baked crust. Get ready for the next step. We're about to create a beautiful swirl. Let's swirl into action. This is where things get fun. We're adding a layer of tangy sour cream to cut through the richness of the cheesecake and create a beautiful swirl effect. In a small bowl, whisk together the sour cream, sugar, and vanilla extract. Dollop spoonfuls of this mixture over the pumpkin filling. Now grab a toothpick or a butter knife and gently swirl the sour cream mixture into the pumpkin filling. Create beautiful swirls and patterns. Let your inner artist shine. Our cheesecake is ready for its grand entrance into the oven. Get ready for the intoxicating aroma that's about to fill your kitchen. We've reached baking bliss. Today, we're diving into the art of making the perfect cheesecake. Cheesecake is a beloved dessert known for its creamy texture and rich flavor. However, achieving that ideal consistency can be a bit tricky. Don't worry, we're here to guide you through every step of the process. One critical step in baking a cheesecake is using a water bath. Carefully place your cheesecake in the tub. This might sound difficult, but it's simple and makes a difference in the final product. The water bath helps the cheesecake bake evenly and prevents cracks from forming on the surface. The steam it creates ensures that the cheesecake remains moist and creamy. Don't worry, it's easier than it sounds. With a few simple steps, you'll be able to master this technique and impress your friends and family with a flawless cheesecake. To set up your water bath, place your springform pan inside a larger roasting pan. Make sure the springform pan is well sealed to prevent water from seeping in. Next, pour hot water into the roasting pan until it reaches halfway up the sides of the springform pan. This will create the steam needed to keep your cheesecake moist and prevent it from drying out. Bake your cheesecake for about an hour and 15 minutes, or until the edges are set and the center slightly jiggly. It's essential to monitor the cheesecake as it bakes to prevent overcooking. We're aiming for a cheesecake cooked through but still creamy and luscious in the center. The perfect cheesecake should have a smooth, velvety texture that melts in your mouth. Once it's done, turn off the oven and let your cheesecake cool down in the oven with the door slightly ajar. This gradual cooling process is crucial to prevent the cheesecake from cracking. This will prevent drastic temperature changes and help your cheesecake cool slowly and evenly. Allowing the cheesecake to cool in the oven also helps it set correctly, ensuring a perfect texture when you finally take it out. After the cheesecake has cooled in the oven, transfer it to a cooling rack and let it come to room temperature. This step is essential to ensure that the cheesecake sets ultimately and achieves consistency. Once your cheesecake has cooled to room temperature, it will be sliced and served. Enjoy the fruits of your labor with a delicious, creamy cheesecake. This cheesecake will surely be a hit whether you enjoy it plain or with your favorite toppings. Feel free to get creative with your toppings. Fresh berries, chocolate drizzle, or a dollop of whipped cream can take your cheesecake to the next level. The possibilities are endless, and each variation adds a unique twist to this classic dessert. Sharing your homemade cheesecake with friends and family is one of the best parts of baking. The joy and satisfaction of creating something delicious from scratch is gratifying. So, gather your loved ones and enjoy a slice of baking bliss together. With these tips and techniques, you're well on your way to mastering the art of cheesecake baking. Remember, practice makes perfect, and each cheesecake you bake will be better than the last. To reach the next level, we must first cool down. After an hour in the oven, transfer your cheesecake to a wire rack to cool completely. This will take a few hours, so be patient. Once your cheesecake is completely cool, cover it tightly with plastic wrap and refrigerate for at least 4 hours, or even better, overnight. This will allow the cheesecake to set fully and the flavors to meld together beautifully. While your cheesecake is chilling in the fridge, let's talk about toppings. We're going all out with whipped cream, toasted pecans, and a drizzle of caramel sauce. But feel free to get creative. It's time for the Garnish Galore. Now for the fun part, decorating. This is where you can let your creativity run wild. We love topping our pumpkin cheesecake with a dollop of freshly whipped cream, some crunchy toasted pecans, and a drizzle of decadent caramel sauce. But the possibilities are endless. You can also add a sprinkle of cinnamon, a dusting of cocoa powder, or even some chopped candied ginger. Get creative and make it your own. Ready to dive into the most fantastic pumpkin cheesecake ever? Trust me, this will be a game changer for your dessert repertoire. This isn't your grandma's cheesecake. We're about to get dirty with flavor. Imagine the perfect blend of creamy, spicy, and sweet all in one bite. Get ready for a creamy, dreamy dessert that'll have everyone begging for seconds. This pumpkin cheesecake is not just a treat, it's an experience. Grab your aprons, preheat the ovens, and create the most fabulous pumpkin cheesecake ever. Thank you for watching. We hope you've enjoyed the journey of making the fabulous pumpkin cheesecake as much as we have. We can't wait for you to try it and experience the creamy, dreamy, pumpkin-spiced goodness. Don't forget to share your creations with us on social media. You can even share in the comments below. We love seeing your culinary masterpieces. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell for more delicious recipes and cooking tips. Thank you for joining us on this cheesecake adventure. Until next time, happy baking!